In this video, we're going to be talking about 5 signs that your ex never really loved you. But first, my name is Clay with modernlove.life, where we help you get the great loving relationship that you're looking for without having to play mind games, without having to play hard to get, and without having to pretend to be someone or something that you are not. Because you deserve to be loved for the unique, amazing, and wonderful person that you are. And if you agree with me, please do me a favor by giving this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, so they might show this video to a few more people than just you. It just takes one moment, and it does help us out immensely. Also, if you like what you're seeing here, please feel free to subscribe to this channel as well too, so that you can get notified when we post and upload new content. We are also going to be talking a lot about your ex's emotions. If you do want to learn more about your ex's emotional world, how to navigate it, how to connect with them, we do have our course called the Ex Solution Program. You can find out info on that down in the description box below this video. But, you know, if it's right for you, cool, sign up. If it's not right for you, that's totally fine. I'm not going to twist your arm for it or anything like that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. The first sign that your ex never really loved you is that they didn't open up to you emotionally. You know, maybe the two of you were together for some sort of fling, or maybe you were even together long term, but you just never really had a lot of these meaningful, significant emotional connections. Now, I've talked in many videos in the past about an emotional connection, a positive interaction. What exactly does this mean? And, you know, sometimes people don't exactly understand what that means. It can, you know, definitely take the form of like banter and flirting and stuff like that, but it should have a little bit more substance to it than just, you know, some simple like, you know, jokes or something. It should start to allow the two of you to start to go deeper and deeper and to start to connect on some more meaningful subject matter for both of you, like where you see your lives going, what's important to you, what your values are, what your goals are, what your regrets are, all these sorts of things. If you're able to have these sorts of conversations on that deeper emotional level, then it shows that there is a significant emotional connection there, and that's something that actually the love bond, if you can call it that, starts to form around that deep emotional connection. If that's lacking, then there's probably not too much of a possibility that there was a real sense of love. You know, yeah, they may have idealized you, put you up on some sort of pedestal or something like that, but if they never actually formed that connection with you, the real you, then they probably didn't actually learn to love you for the person that you are. The second sign that your ex never really loved you is if they were only interested in you physically. You know, I think if this should be pretty obvious to most people, but, you know, if they were just trying to hook up with you, if they're just trying to get close to you, if they're just trying to, you know, get physically close to you. I'm trying to keep this family friendly, guys. I mean, you never know who's in the background while these videos are playing. But if they were just only interested in you physically, then that shows that there was, again, that lack of emotional depth in your connection. And again, a physical connection is important. It absolutely is important, but there should be more depth than that. Oftentimes people will just prioritize the physical connection because, I mean, obviously it feels good. And on the other side of things, people are in a lot of ways really terrified of the friend zone. So they want to push that physical connection to make sure that they don't end up in the friend zone. But if it's coming at the cost of not having an emotional connection and an emotional bond, you risk the real chance that they might never actually love you. So you want to be able to be careful about that. The third sign that your ex never really loved you is if you were a rebound relationship for them. We have a whole video playlist on the topic of rebound relationships. You can check that rebound relationship playlist up there in the video card. But basically, if they were using their connection that they had with you as a way of kind of dealing with a previous relationship, a previous breakup, and they weren't really connected to you, but they were more connected to the idea of being in a relationship, or the idea of being over their ex, and you just happened to be in the right place at the right time, then you may have ended up as a rebound relationship for them. And of course, rebound relationships can go on to form wonderful, beautiful, authentic connections, but they have to sort of come out of that in their own way. It's not just a matter of like, well, you have to just keep it together for a certain period of time. That way you're like over your ex or something. You have to be able to stay there with your partner and work through some of their emotional challenges that come up as they're dealing with the previous relationship, or as they're dealing with the loss of that other partner, right? And so rebound relationships obviously have a poor track record, and they obviously have a reputation fraught with challenges. And the reason why is because people aren't dealing with their emotions. Yes, it is possible to have a successful rebound relationship, but it has to go in a certain way that allows the two of you to actually explore your emotional depth and form a real, genuine connection that's not just a reaction to some previous relationship. Okay, the fourth sign that your ex never really loved you is if they were emotionally unavailable. Now, emotional unavailability is sort of a similar thing to rebound relationships. In fact, rebound relationships are a form of emotional unavailability. But if your ex is emotionally unavailable for other reasons, not just a previous relationship or a previous breakup, but if they're emotionally unavailable for other reasons, like they're, just in love with this idea of perfection, they're just always on to the next best thing, they're not ready to commit to something because they're wondering if there's going to be another greater thing out there or something like that, then chances are they may never have really loved you because they were just so focused on like, well, what's actually missing here? What could be better about this? And they were hoping to find that in something else. And so that's kind of a tricky thing to go through. Emotional unavailability is an entirely different topic and an entirely challenging topic as well too. But people are emotionally unavailable after a breakup. Sometimes people can kind of pull themselves together and become emotionally available again, but sometimes people are just emotionally unavailable before, during, and after a relationship, and that just kind of carries through. So you have to be careful about this whole idea of emotional availability, emotional unavailability, and oftentimes if your partner is emotionally unavailable, it sort of is a reflection of your own emotional unavailability as well too. So there's an entire wealth of information we can go into the topic of emotional unavailability, but that is probably a topic for another video or maybe a series of videos. But just know that if your ex was emotionally unavailable in your relationship together, then potentially they never really loved you to begin with. And the fifth sign that your ex never loved you is if you hid who you are from them. If you were caught up in this compulsive need that so many people have to try to be someone or something other than who they are, then your ex never really got to know you. And even if they did love you, they really only loved this act that you were putting on, whether that was trying to be hard to get, whether that was trying to be high status, whether that was trying to come across this way or that way or something else. And again, there's absolutely nothing wrong if you are high status, if you are hard to get, if you are like an alpha male or an alpha female, that's totally okay. But if you're putting on some sort of mask to project that facade out there and it's just an act, then that is not allowing them to get to know you for who you are. And that's just going to create this barrier that's going to stop them from actually connecting with you, loving you, getting to know you, feeling close to you, and creating an actual loving bond with you, who you are. Even if they wanted to, they're just interacting with this act, this performance that you're putting on, and that's not cool. What I want for you, obviously, if you've watched enough of my videos, you know the beginning. I want you to be loved for who you are, not someone or something that you're not. And if you're playing this role of someone else, if you're trying to be someone else, then it's going to be very, very, very hard for them to form a meaningful, significant, and authentic relationship with you that's going to allow them to love you for who you are. So you want to get in the habit of practicing vulnerability, practicing showing them who you are, practicing being okay with who you are, practicing owning everything that you think is imperfect about you. And that's going to give them the chance to really love you. So anyway, I hope you found this video helpful. If you do want to learn more about your ex's emotional world, how to navigate it so that you can create a new connection with them and maybe even get back together with them, feel free to check out our course called the X Solution Program. That's down in the description box below. But either way, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, give this video a thumbs up so we can help boost this video and other videos on this channel in the YouTube search algorithm. But if you want to learn more about your exes, 5 stages that they go through in their journey of getting back together with you, you might want to check out this video series over here, or you might want to check out this video right here. But thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Clay with modernlove.life. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much. Please take care, and I'll talk to you in the next video.